Welcome back to All This Math. This is Professor Parker. Please make sure you are subscribed to the All This Math YouTube channel. Like, comment, share, tell some other people about these videos and what we're doing here at All This Math. We're teaching math to the whole community on YouTube. All right, today's video is about place value. Place value. All right, now I have an example number right here. This number is 15,000. How do I know it's 1,000? Because of that comma right there. That comma right there. 15,462.31, or if it was money, I would say and 31 cents. All right. Now, first thing I want to do is I want to identify all the different place values. Like, think about it like this. This is a number, right? But a number consists of digits, right? Each individual number, we call that a digit. All right. And every digit has a place, right? It's got a location. Just like if you sit in a classroom right now, you have a seat in that classroom, you got your desk, your chair, right? That's your place, right? Just like these digits. This 1 has a place, this 3 has a place, this 2 has a place, this 6 has a place, the 4, the 5, and the 1, they all got their places. All right? Everybody got their place. Everybody got their place. Everybody got the place where they belong and all that. All right? But each of these numbers are called digits. D-I-G-I-T-S. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the names for each of the places. We call them place values. All right? So this right here, where the 1 is, it's called the hundredths place. Hundredths place. The 1 is in the hundredths place. Where this 3 is, that's the tenths place. Now notice this. Notice I didn't say tens place. I said 10 with a THS at the end. I didn't say 100. I said 100 with a THS at the end. If the digits are to the right of the decimal point, the place values are always going to have the letters THS at the end. So it's going to be the tenths place, the hundredths place, the thousandths place, the 10,000ths place, the 100,000ths place, the millionths place, 10 millionths place, and so on and so forth, going that way, right? If you have more digits after that, right? Now, when we get to the left side of the decimal point, the whole number side, these are the digits we're more familiar with. This is the ones place. This is the tens place. This is the hundreds place. I know I'm talking fast. I'm gonna go over these names again. This is the thousands place, and this is the 10,000. All right. So again, where is this 1 at? Right. Think about it like this. Whenever you see a number from now on, right, after you watch this video, always think about the place value of each digit in that number. Whether you're talking about money, whether you're talking about your address at your house, whether you're talking about your what else could we be talking about? We could be talking about some data or some information like a population of the city of Philadelphia or another city. We could be talking about any number. I want you to always think about what is the place value of each digit in that number. What is the place value of each digit in that number? And place value is important to understand because if you understand place value, then you can understand how to round numbers off to either bigger or smaller numbers that make calculations easier to do in your head. All right. Especially when it's time to estimate, right? We need to estimate the sum of this number and that number. You might not need to know an exact value, right? You might just need like a ballpark figure, a close figure, an approximate figure. You might not need to know the exact value. So that's why we estimate. But in order to estimate, you got to be able to round numbers off, right, to either bigger numbers or smaller, a bigger number or a smaller number. And in order to do that, you got to know place value. So again, this 1 is in the hundredths place. This 3 is in the tenths place. This 2 on the other side of the decimal point to the left is in the ones place. The 6 is in the tens place. The 4 is in the hundreds place. The 5 is in the thousands place. The 1 is in the 10,000s place. Now, another way to think about this is we could take this number and write it out in expanded form. All right. So because this 1 is in the 10,000s place, that means we got 1 times 10,000. That's what this 1 really means. 1 times 10,000. And then we got 5. 5 what though? Right? 5 thousands. So we had 1 10,000. And we got 5 thousands. Right? This means 5 times 1,000, or we have 5 thousands. And then we got 4 what? 4 hundreds. That's what we got. We got 4 hundreds, right? Because 4 is in a hundreds place. That's what it means. That's another way to look at what does it mean to be in a hundreds place, right? We got 4 hundreds. Then what's the 6 doing? We got 6 what? 6 tens, right? 6 is in the tens place. So that 6 means that we have 6 tens. All right. And then we got 2 what? 2 ones. 2 ones. So think about this in terms of money. If this was money, $15,462.31. Let me do the change too. So we got 3 what? 3 0.1, let's call that 0.10 because that's like 30 cents, 3 dimes. 33 means is in the 10th place. That's 3 dimes, right? And then we got plus 1 what? 0.01. That's how many pennies? 0.01 is a penny. 0.10 is a dime. 0.01 is a penny. 0.10 is a dime. We got 3 dimes, 1 penny. 3 dimes, 1 penny. All right. So if we broke this down in terms of money, we'd have, well, there's no such thing as a $10,000 bill. At least I'm pretty sure there's no such thing as a $10,000 bill or a $1,000 bill. The largest bill, I believe, in U.S. currency is a 500. I think a $100 bill. I need to look that up. Well, y'all can look that up. I know there's a $100 bill. Benjamin Franklin, who was a slaveholder, by the way, here in Philadelphia, is on the $100 bill. I'm not sure if there's a $500 bill. There might be a $500 bill. I'm pretty sure there is no $1,000 bill. I know there's no $10,000 bill. All right. But this is how many 10,000s we have. We have 1 of them. This is how many thousands we have. We have 5 of them. This is how many $100 bills we have. We'd have 4 of them. Right. But these thousands would have to be made up of maybe like 10 hundreds. $100 bills makes $1,000. So 100 $100 bills makes $10,000. So we'd have to have 100. That's like this will be a rack or is this a band? I always hear those words thrown around. Some people say a rack is 1,000. Some people say a band is 1,000. I'm not sure which one it is. I guess it depends on where you live at. Then we got 4 $100 bills, right? 6 $10 bills, 2 $1 bills, right? Again, I mentioned this before, 3 dimes and 1 penny. All right. We could also flip this into a history lesson and talk about the people that are on that money. And I already mentioned that Ben Franklin, who's on the $100 bill, was a slaveholder. That's important for us to know. Alexander Hamilton is on the $10 bill. I don't know too much about him. There's a play about him, or loosely based on his life. And the $1 bill has George Washington on it, who also was a slaveholder, which is very important for people to know if we're honest about history. And we got a dime, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who also was a president. He's on the dime, the 10-cent piece. And Abraham Lincoln is on the penny. A lot of people call him the great emancipator. However, when you really study Abraham Lincoln, you find out that he said himself that if he had been able to maintain the Union and keep the United States together without ending slavery, he wouldn't have done it. So that's why he's no hero to me. He was just doing what was politically expedient to get what he wanted. He ain't necessarily had no love for black people. You know what I'm saying? But that's important to know. And we got to read and study those types of things. So Lincoln was on the penny. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, or FDR, was on the dime. This number has 3 dimes in it, right? Because 3 is in the 10th place. 1 is in the 100th place. 100th is a penny. A 10th is a dime. And then this number has 2 1s. So again, place value. Every one of these digits in any number that you see from now on, every digit has a place. Every digit has a location. Every digit has a place it's supposed to be. Just like if you're sitting, like I said, if you're sitting in the classroom right now, you have your chair. You got your seat. Everybody in the class got their seat. Every one of these digits has a seat, right? And that's where they belong. This 1 belongs in the 100th place. This 3 belongs in the 10th place. This 2 belongs in the 1's place. This 6 belongs in the 10's place. This 4 belongs in the 100's place. This 5 is in the 1,000's place. And this 1 is in the 10,000's place. And basically what each of those digits do, they come together to give you a complete number, right? They tell you how many of each of these places you have. So you got 1 10,000, you got 5 1,000s, you got 4 100s, you got 6 10s, 2 1s, 3 dimes, and 1 penny, or 100th, or 3 tenths. All right, so that's just a little something on place value. I hope that helps. And remember, you can use this to then round numbers to the different place values. And I got some other videos on my channel that talk a whole lot in detail about rounding numbers. And then you'll be able to estimate. When you can estimate, that makes calculations a lot easier. Sometimes you don't need to know the exact value. Sometimes you just need to know like a ballpark, approximate, close enough figure to know, what to get close to your total or your sum or whatever. All right. So practice this with some other numbers. Just make up some numbers. Practice this. Practice identifying the place value of each of the digits in a number. Right. Like I said, you could use your house number. You could use a certain amount of money. You can go into like a grocery store circular. Go online. Just look at like online websites with that are selling products, and just identify the different place values of the different digits. You can just do that. Right. There's plenty of examples out there. All right. I'll see you all on the next video.